So hey Lawn Care Nation, this video I wanted to share with you guys a unique branding opportunity for your lawn care business using custom made uniforms by Finprint Apparel. So if you guys have followed me for any length of time, you'll know that I'm a huge proponent for branding your business and for using uniforms and getting that brand out in the community that you service. So what makes Finprint Apparel so different than all of those other uniform companies? Well, it's their unique dye sublimation process. So what this means is that you're no longer limited to what can be embroidered or stitched to a small area above your left chest, but instead your whole uniform now becomes your canvas, only limited by your imagination. So what that means is that they can actually take your design into their specialized software and literally print it out into fabric patterns, where they then map that together with the actual fabric that comes on rolls, and then they can literally cut those out and actually sew together your shirts or your hoodies or whatever else that you have them make for you. So the end result, as you can see here from the shirt that I'm wearing, is something very similar to what you'd see your favorite sports team wearing, with the ability to put their designs and graphics and logos right into the fabric itself. So just an absolutely very cool branding opportunity for your business and a way to set yourself apart. So when I first saw these pop up on social media, I went to Finprint Apparel's Instagram page, and there you can see just what is possible with their dye sublimation process. So I reached out to them and asked them if they'd like to work together and send me a few samples. So the entire process gets started on their website, where you can go and initiate your very first design. There you'll find a multitude of different stock patterns that you can choose from that lay out a bunch of different stripe patterns, like you'll find with mine here, that you can choose from and customize all those different colors. You'll find background textures and design elements that you can use. It then goes into how you want the front of the shirt to look, how large you want your logo to be, everything from designing the back of your shirt, like I'll show you with mine here. What other sort of design elements you may want, like on here I've got some grass texture or pictured here on the side. Then it goes into like the sleeves, and if you want any text written on the sleeves, if you want any other design elements like flags put on, it really is completely up to your imagination. Once you've got that design sorted out, you can then go into the type of shirt or clothing that you want to put that on. They've got, again, a huge range of choices, everything from your basic short sleeve shirts to collared shirts, to long sleeve collared shirts like I chose, to sweatshirts and hoodies, just a huge selection of different styles. And then from that point on, they also have a bunch of different fabrics that you can have any one of those styles of shirts made into. And if that wasn't enough, because they're making the shirts from scratch and literally sewing them together, that also means that they can do custom sizes of your shirts. So for me, because of my body type being short and wide, what that's meant is I've always had to go for larger type shirts. But what that's meant is that if I ever wanted something like a long sleeve shirt, I always shied away from it, because it would always have just these monstrously long sleeves that would go down past my hand, which would bother me throughout the day, or you'd have to roll them up, and I just never bothered with them. But because Finprint can actually make custom sizes, I'm able to take a shirt where the body of the shirt is equal to like a large, but the sleeves I have as an extra small, where I've got a custom length done for my sleeve so that it fits just perfectly on my wrist here and doesn't impede past my thumbs when I'm working. It doesn't get in the way, it doesn't bother me. So absolutely fantastic. Also, the length of the shirt I was also able to have custom sized so that it's equal to my torso, and I'm not wearing a shirt that looks like a dress. So after initially going through all of the choices and trying to pick those design elements myself, I found it actually quite daunting. So I reached out to them and let them know what I was up against, and they told me not to worry, that they could do custom designs as well, and told me just to email them and give them a bit of background on what I wanted on the shirt, what colors I wanted. I sent them some photos of my current uniforms and of my trailer to kind of give them that basic vibe of what I was looking for, along with my logo design. And they were able to take one of the designers on their team to come up with an initial design that they then sent me to approve or to make changes on. So this made the whole process much easier for me, as I was able to leave it to the professionals to kind of come up with that basic design, where I was able to then tweak it from there. Now, the initial design that they sent me, they put in a bunch of extra information and stuff that I had initially thought I wanted on the shirt, as well as some design elements that they thought would look good. And after looking at the shirt, I'm more of a less is more type guy, so I decided to have them remove a bunch of the elements and go for a much more basic, cleaner look that I personally prefer. So they made those changes, and this end result here is what they came up with, and I think they turned out to absolutely fantastic. So as you can see in front of me here, they sent me a bunch of my uniforms made up in either hoodies or long sleeve shirts, all with the same design and colors, but on different fabrics for me to try out and let you guys know how I like them. So they sent me a couple of different hoodies, one in a very thin material, more like a windbreaker type material, to one that's very heavy and warm and thick. I love design elements like having that secondary color inside the hoodie. Just adds that just a little bit of extra to make your uniforms pop. I think that's absolutely fantastic. And then I chose to go with all long sleeve shirts for my lawn care business, starting from 2023 and on. For the past 17 years, I've always had short sleeve shirts, and I can really start to feel the effects of the sun on my skin as I've gotten older, and with climate change, with hotter summers. So I really wanted to start fully protecting myself with wearing pants all year long, and having long sleeve shirts, hats, and wearing gaiters over my face as well during those peak summertime weather conditions. So they sent me 3 different fabric choices for me to go through, including their highest performance liquid titanium. This fabric is their lightest weight fabric. It's a performance moisture wicking fabric, but it also increases your alpha brain waves, increases blood circulation, and most importantly for me, that stood out was that it has UV blocking properties with this liquid titanium material. So super lightweight, and just seems like it would be a fantastic choice for those really hot summertime days. So looking forward to putting all of these uniforms and fabrics to the test in the coming year. So if you want to learn more about Finprint Apparel and what they can do for your business, head on over to their website, where you'll find everything from their current pricing all the way to the different styles and designs that they have available to take your business and brand to the next level. Also, I'd encourage you guys to check out Finprint Apparel's Instagram account, where you can get a ton of inspiration and see exactly what is possible with their unique dye sublimation process. So that's it for this one, guys. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of my new dye sublimated uniforms for my lawn care business.